Well, hello everybody. It is time for eSeniors racing again. It is Hungaroring, week 3, I believe, and
Yes.
Group 1. And I'll say hello to Jeremy again.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to round 3 of this championship. Looking forward to this race.
Yes. We raced there in Group 2 yesterday. It's a very interesting track, technical spots, nice long straight for some excitement. But
very difficult to pass on this track.
yes,
So
exactly.
it is key to qualify as best as you can and try to complete the race without any mistakes, because you are constantly working on this track.
Yeah, it looked like yesterday lots of people pressuring everybody as hard as they could, waiting for a mistake, and small mistakes are what makes passes happen here for sure.
That's it.
We have 13 racers today, and I was just going to go over, if I can find it on my screen here, the championship points. Yes, I got it. Okay, in first place at the moment, Fabio Lombardini with 91 points in the Porsche.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan Wood in second place with 79 points in the BMW M4. And I'm going to mess up his name, but Marco Loschgrinden in the Honda.
Yeah.
How does he pronounce your name?
Slot Gidin.
Gidin, okay. And he's 74 points. And I do not believe that Marco is racing today. Don't see him up there.
No, he's not.
Okay, so yes, interesting race yesterday. We had a lot of time. Great stream by Krister. Only 13 guys today. I know Jeremy, you were mentioning there's a few missing because they wanted to watch the F1. I guess they don't have.
Yes, we had that issue before. We switched the schedule of our racing around F1, and too many people complained. So we decided the last time we did that be the last.
Okay.
But regardless of that, there's a couple of drivers racing Group 1 who personally sent me personal messages telling me they wouldn't be there today because of the F1 race. But at the same time, we know as well some drivers left that group.
Okay. You can keep talking here. I've got a little bit of an issue. I'm going to try getting something going again. I seem to have lost my director software. I'll try restarting that. Hopefully it'll come back. Yep, I got it back. Okay, so we're good. Good to go. Looks like we don't. Who is that? We're watching Mr. Paunoff. Don't think we have his livery today. We're gonna have to, Jeremy. We're gonna have to get something going with good ability to get good liveries again, because yesterday there was a couple missing also.
Yeah, I think we have to talk to Uwe about that. He's the person in charge of the liveries, so we'll sort that out in the future.
Yeah, one thing everybody's noticing, we have fewer drivers, but I wanted to say, people watching the stream, if you're lurking in the background and then thinking about joining, certainly join. If you're not, don't think you're up to snuff, don't worry. Group 2 is a group of amateurs, and the more you race, the better you get. I know huge improvements from guys from last year. Some jumped from Group 2 to Group 1 easily.
100%.
You're one of them, Jeremy. Your times are way better than they were last year. I wish mine had improved. As mine have improved, not quite as much as you have.
Yeah, but still, I'm too slow compared to others. I mean, someone like Ollie, for example, who's in the stream now, could easily race today and challenge a few of those guys. Ollie, if you want to jump in, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Stefan, unfortunately, Stefan wants. He's not going to race today. He wants to switch to McLaren, and so he will join in next week with the McLaren.
Yeah, there's somebody there, John C. on the stream watching, said, "How do I join?" Except he has a controller, so that might not be that easy. I don't know if you can actually do a controller on a PC.
No, that's not recommended at all.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta be a PC with a. Just get yourself a G29 starting wheel, and away you go. It's a lot better anyway.
Yeah, but John, the way you become an e-senior is either by joining via the our website or our Facebook page or our Discord. So you have three options there.
So getting to the last little bit of practicing here. And let me see if I can get my timing screen up there properly. There, that's a better one. There's the times. Everybody likes to see the times. There we go. Finished practice. A couple of minutes of waiting. And we can start qualifying. Quali is going to be fun today, as you notice on the timing screen there. Half the grid is within 1 second of Mr. Lombardini. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Green light.
So
Go, go, go.
Here we go.
here we go. Qualifying time.
Let's see who gets first out. Looks like Mr. Lombardini, I think. Oh. Who is that? The
So we
bird?
have Derek
Jonathan
Bird,
get out first. No.
Jonathan Wood, and Fabio. Yeah.
Oop, what's that here? I didn't. There we go. Now we got the string going.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty intense. Talking about Derek Bird, he's on fire lately. He dominated the Porsche Cup. Big comeback from him, and actually, I'm not surprised because a year ago, when eSeniors started, he was one of the first champions, along with Lars Eklund and Giovanni Liforsi. Liforsi is back with us this week, which is great to see. He was one of the first champions in eSeniors, so it's great to see those guys back on track today with us. And I see already Jonathan Wood. Okay, followed by
Yeah, Derek was right behind him there, harassing him a little bit during qualifying.
yeah.
All right, they're just coming on to their lap. I'm just going to follow Jonathan in the cockpit, I think, for his first lap, as I usually do. There he goes, coming around the last corner. This last corner, you really got to be careful not to over-rotate it. That was my mistake a couple of times yesterday. I was all over the place. Yeah, you know what happened to me yesterday, Jeremy? I was fooling around with my setups, and I ended up with half the fuel that I needed. So I had to I realized it about a lap into the race, and I said, oh, well, I'll race for a little while, and I'll go into the pits. Rookie mistake.
Yeah, that happened to me once, and I went like, I'm kidding. I ended up on the grid, and I realized I forgot the fuel. It was way too late.
Yeah, I usually check, but I was making all sorts of setup changes there yesterday in the morning.
One thing though, I noticed, and it happens almost every week, is I don't understand how some guys get drive-through penalties for speeding in the pits.
Yeah.
It's like I think it's maybe too much adrenaline, but I'm always surprised when I see that. I'm always surprised when I see disqualified for speeding in pits or drive-through. It shouldn't happen.
It's easy to get a 3 track cuts on this track. I think this is one. This is one of the corners where you can get
Yeah.
And the next corner also.
Yeah. Yesterday I ended up with 3 warnings. So
Oh.
And I was racing very carefully towards the end.
Jonathan is coming up here in another couple of corners. We'll have the first posted time. So top 3 guys are some of the top 3 fastest ones.
Quali is in progress right now. 60 minutes. Are you thinking about joining? Oh, apparently my voice is in the mud.
Here we go. There we go. 1:43 for Lamborghini. Oh, we were following the wrong guy here. Lamborghini posted a time first.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, there we go.
So you know what means that means. Oh no, Jonathan is 1.6 seconds behind the guys.
Well, that was Lamborghini right behind him. I thought it was Bird.
Yeah, yeah, me
So
too.
he posted, it showed up first. Look at that, 143. Mr. Moses, half a second back.
Yeah, he's a very fast driver, and probably a major player today.
Chris. What were the fastest times in practice? Did you notice? I didn't think it was 143. These guys are so close to each other.
Yeah, I don't know how the qualifying. Okay, Fabio just lifted.
There we go.
Yeah, I believe it will be in the very low 43s or 42.9s. I don't think it will. I'll be amazed if we see a 142 today. Let's see.
The top two guys right now have lost the pace. But Saunders is, he's just flat on his pace. Actually, Saunders just jumped into third place. He's restarting his time. Let's see who else is actually. Vandervoort is up 0.8 seconds on his previous lap. He's got about half his lap to go. That would put him into. Let's see. That would put him into. Oh, in the podium, I think.
Easily, yes.
Yep, 44 flat.
But I think we're gonna have at least 6 or 7 drivers in the same second by the end of this qualifying session, which is gonna give way to very interesting racing later on.
Jeff, I believe he goes by Jeff. Jeff still maintaining at 0.8. And here he comes. Across the finish line. Second. Beautiful, beautiful.
Very nice.
Very nice. Let's see who else is improving here. Let's find somebody different. Mr. Fosi. Giovanni. He's up a second on his time. Oh, he just lost it. Just lost it. So let's maybe somebody else. Let's go to Mr. Lombardini. He's actually improving on his time. As far as he's got a half lap to go. He keeps improving on his time. He's up a quarter of a second on his previous time. I'll just follow him along. And hear his tires complaining. That's how you know you're on the edge.
Yes.
That's why I like this view, because you can see how hard they're working the steering wheel. Yeah, he's up 0.4 at the moment. Close to the end of the lap. That'll bring him into the mid 143s. Hopefully the traffic doesn't get in the way. He's actually improving. He's up half a second now.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to. Yeah.
If he maintains it, he's improved. He had a better last corner. And a little bit better exit. Here we go. Let's see what he ends up with. 143.4.
Nice.
Looking at the laps for the next 3 or 4 guys, nobody's improving too much. The first guy that's improving is Carlo. I'll chase you for this.
Yeah, Carlo with Mercedes. That's gonna be interesting to see. He's 1 second behind right now, but we are still 12 minutes to quali, so
he's up by a quarter of a second at this point, so if he maintains that, he'll probably go into at least 4th, maybe podium.
Yeah.
He doesn't have too far to go yet.
I love the way that car looks. I have a weak spot for that car.
Yeah. It sounds great too, doesn't it?
It does.
You don't own a Mercedes, do you?
I'm sorry?
You don't own a Mercedes, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay. He's up a quarter of a second, folks. Here he comes. That'll get him at least 4th. Boom, yep, 4th.
Very nice. Yes.
The math is not bad on the fly, isn't it? Let's see who else is going to improve.
And the Mercedes is not the ideal car for this track, I would say, but the Mercedes is going to shine on faster track. I believe he'll be a serious contender on Misano next week.
Merch is having a good lap. He's up 3/4 of a second at this point. That'll jump him a few places for sure, probably maybe into 8th even. Really get a sense of the speed when you're watching in this view.
Yes.
Wish they had a fixed camera view on a corner or something and you could see them come. You could do it with the software, but
yeah, I know you can. Yeah.
But I wish they had a camera view like that. It's pretty cool to watch him zoom by like at Indianapolis. He is up a second almost at this point. That is going to jump him a number of spots, probably into 6th or 5th. Let's see what happens. Huge improvement.
Whoa.
5th, beautiful, and not that far off 4th either.
Yeah.
Let's see what else is going on. Okay, Saunders is improving on his lap. Oh, he just lost it. As I said that, we got a constructor's or the curse. Jeff has got a better lap going. He is up, well, not very much, about a 1/10 of a second. Got a ways to go yet.
P3 right now, yeah. Yeah, that McLaren is an amazing car. I think maybe it's the best rounded car there is on track today. I'm not sure, but it's good everywhere, that car.
And nobody's making too many moves right now. Everybody's just maintaining their laps.
Yeah, I'm surprised actually. They were faster, they were closer during the free practice that they are in qualifying.
Yeah, we mentioned there were top 6 or 7 guys are all within a second.
Yeah.
Dropped back a little bit. You know, some guys they sandbag a little bit in the practice, I think.
Yeah, it's true.
Moses has got a time going.
If Fabio has a half a second,
Moses just jumped onto 3rd place, just jumping ahead of you. Moses just got Chris, right? Chris?
Yeah.
He just jumped into 3rd place. Beautiful.
Yeah.
In the Ferrari, I admire those guys who can drive those Ferraris.
Yeah, it's not an easy car to drive, is it?
They must have dreams of Ferraris. That's why they try racing them.
It's not an easy car to handle, though. I mean, I find it sticks too much at the front, or I had a very hard time trying to get a decent setup with a Ferrari.
Okay, who's got? Jeff has got a good time again. He had one going and then he lost it. He's up a 1/4 of a second at this point. He's the only guy who's improving.
See, now they're starting to show their cards. Now we have 4 guys in the same second at the top.
He's got Van der Voort and Wood are the only 2 improving. Jonathan's improving quite a bit. He's up a 1/4 of a second. That will bring him into 6th place at least.
That's really good. Hello, Peter, and welcome. How come you weren't part of the Group 2 race yesterday, Peter?
And now Van der Voort's actually improved on his improvement. No, he just dropped back again, and he lost it coming in through that corner, so he's not going to improve very much. So Jonathan's the one who's got pace on this lap. He is up a 1/3 of a second and improving more and more. Let's see how he does around this corner. Last corner. He's going to go up, I think, into 6th place. 7th. Just missed 6th place. We've got some green up here on the board. I think maybe a few guys have either gone into the pits and got new tires.
Yeah.
And Chris is actually one that's got a decent lap going. He is up a 1/4 of a second at the moment. He's got a long way to go yet, though. Lamborghini in his current lap is flat with what he was. He's running exactly the time that he had before, so he's going to be consistent at that time probably.
Yes, I believe he will.
Yeah, Moses has got a 1/3 of a second. He's improving all the time. Still got quite a ways to go yet. Let's go onto the cockpit and see how he's working it. Yeah, he's working it for sure. Cough a few times today. Got a cold going on here. Oh yeah, he's working his inputs hard. I'm sure you have to learn how to do that with the Lamborghini. Or Ferrari, I should say.
Yeah, yes, talking about Lamborghini, there were a couple yesterday.
Yeah, in the race, yeah, they did well too. Here he
Yeah.
comes around. Now he's off his pace. And who have we got going here? Moses. He is going to improve into second place. Beautiful. Beautiful. And let's see how we're down here on the back end. Paulo Novis, he is up on his lap. He's coming around that corner hard. He's the other Ferrari. He's going to improve somewhat. He jumped up a couple of spots into 10th place. There we go. How much time we got left? 5 minutes left in qualifying.
5 minutes left, yes.
2 or 3 more laps. See, Moses just went off the track into the pits. Maybe he'll come back out again and get another shot. He's not that far behind Pole. Maybe that's why he went into the pits, get some new tires, put in 5 liters, and away you go. Pole's, did you give people a point for Pole? Make him do that.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because unless I don't have enough experience, but I don't feel I go faster with a lighter car. I know some people do a big lap with 10 liters. It doesn't make any difference to me if I have 10 liters or 4 liters. I don't know why.
Well, certainly changes the dynamics of the car, obviously, also, depending on where the type of setup you have. And who is improving here? Jonathan's actually improving a little bit. That might get him a place on the tower.
That's the only BMW on the track. Very interesting.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And it's a Porsche head. Porsche.
Yeah, two Ferraris, 2 Porsches, 3 McLarens, 1 Audi, and 3 Aston Martins.
Yeah, look at that top 4 or 5 people are all got different cars today.
Very
and
nice.
Jonathan, did he improve? No, he stayed into 7th place.
To mention Chris Moses, a few people don't know who he is, but he's someone who he ran a very well-known league. I forget the name now, but he ran that league for 10 years, and I had multiple conversations with him regarding running the league. He has a lot of experience and gave me very insightful information. And he's a very fast driver as well, as you can see there.
Lamborghini is actually up. He is improving on his time. Again,
Really?
he's up 16 100ths of a second. Or not 16 tenths of a second. He's got a little bit left in the tank yet. But I'd show bonnet cam here for a bit. Now let's show chase view and see what his livery looks like. And listen to the Porsche. That Porsche just revs so high, doesn't it? 8,000 RPM. Driving the Porsche Cup. Just had to change all my LEDs because they were flashing the whole time at 8,000 RPM.
You know, I read many times that Porsche, that GT3 Porsche, was the ultimate car to drive. If you manage to attain that car, you will extract the best lap times out of it. The idea is to be able to know how to actually set it up. 2 minutes left to quali.
Yep. Actually, Lamborghini is down on his time. He lost some time somewhere. Nobody's improving right now except Mr. Winton at the back of the pack. And he's just lost that time also. So yeah, everybody is just maintaining their current best qualifying times. So maybe we'll go to somebody we haven't seen yet. This is how we. Oh, he's in the pits. That's not very much fun. Who haven't we watched? Well, we haven't watched Mr. Winton, I just mentioned. Here's an interesting livery, all white.
Yeah.
Take a look at it from a helicopter view.
Helicam.
Really white. Got a lot of little decals on it, but it's brilliant white.
So it's 4 guys in the same second, first 2 rows. Interesting. So Fabio, Chris Moses, John Santos, Jeffrey Vandervoort, Carlo van Brabant, Mitch Pornob, Jonathan Wood, Ken Flenstead, Paolo Nove, Derek Bird, Ontario Santos, Giovanni Lufosi, and Tony Whitman.
I'll give a grid walk a chance again today. If I have enough time between the sessions. Yeah, everybody's kind of maintaining their times right now. Winton's actually improving a little bit. So he might actually jump not quite enough to get into 12th place. Everybody's still out there. The podium guys are all still out there. They'll may or may not get another lap in.
I believe they're going to stay out now, yeah. They're just going to wait. Only Fabio, Chris Moses, and Chris Moses are still on track trying to, yeah. Wow, 1:43.202. That's really fast. I believe that's a second faster than the best in Group 2 yesterday, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. That's correct. So I think that is going to be our podium for the lineup for the race.
Yes. I believe so as well.
Left on track. There's about 3 or 4 left on track. Is anybody improving? Yes, actually. Carlos just lost it. Derek is in the green just slightly. He doesn't need very much time to jump into 9th place. Let's just watch how he's doing. He just lost a little advantage that he had. He may get it back in the last corner. He pushes hard and now he's going to give up. So that's it, I think.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's see if I can. Yes, I can. And I'm going to be ready here for my... I think I'll put on the video so you don't get dizzy from watching me move around in a free cam. So I'll just go into the intro video for a few seconds, and we'll be back for the start of the race. There we go. Okay, we're back, ready for the start of the race. I wasn't able to get myself set up to do a grid walk here, but we will definitely get the beginning of the race. We'll use the helicam to see all the action on the first corners, or first couple of corners. Such a really short start. Huh? It starts very quickly, this race.
Yes, it does. But only 13 on the grid today. I'm sure it will be more populated next week, so we should have a clean first lap.
Here we go. They should start moving any second now.
Yeah, they are.
Beautiful liveries. Around the corner to the start-finish line, not very far from here. Everybody's going to start ramping up the speed. And here it comes. Green, 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 racing, we're racing.
They're off.
Here we go. Lombardi has got the inside on Moses. Make sure we see there's that. And there's lots of side-by-sides.
Yeah. Oof. That's very close at this. Very nice stuff over there. Yeah.
It's not over yet, though.
No, it's not over yet, and they are really all together here. Okay. But it's clean so far, so good.
And there's our top three. Looks like Lamborghini's pulling out a little bit. I had a little bit. Oh, they're both Moses and Lamborghini. There's Moses there.
Yeah. But that's the advantage of being in front. Is that you have no traffic, so you can freely race. You don't have to.
Jonathan's making a push there. Jonathan made a move there.
Yeah, on Carlo.
See while everything else is going on. I'm gonna go to cockpit view and we can see some of these races ahead.
So far, so good. Very clean first lap. Yeah.
So it looks like Fabio has got a bit of a gap for the rest of them, but these three are pretty close together.
Fabio really needs almost 2 seconds ahead right now. But just started.
Back at the back of the pack, this is the last driver. Look at the stream of people. This is going to be a fun race. Everybody is close.
Incredible, yes.
Go to a chase view.
Very close between Power.
Here we go. Bird's trying to make a move.
Yeah, very good as well.
But that McLaren pulled away in the straight, and then right behind him, Nifosi.
Yeah.
He tried to make a move on that corner. Didn't quite make it stick.
That's very difficult to make the car stick on this track, honestly. Never mind trying to pass someone.
So there's this grouping, and then up ahead, there's the top four guys. Looks like Lamborghini actually went a little. Oh no, Lamborghini's way up ahead there in the horizon. But these four are very close together. Saunders is trying to make a move on Moses.
Yeah, behind 2, 3, 4, 5, they're right back to back. I mean, it's, let's see if Fabio already posted the fastest lap of the race.
He's already up 2.8 seconds right now, so.
That's crazy.
This is the back of this pack. Carlos, long stream of guys, and back here, this is the grouping at the back, very close also. Ooh, just up ahead here, Mr. Bird is really trying to make something happen. Both of them, all three are very close. Let's see, this is the important exit on the last corner. Oh, Derek had a good entry speed there. To lay off a little bit so he didn't hit anybody, but he had some momentum going into there, didn't he?
Absolutely. Very clean racing so far. Very nice to see.
jump a little bit ahead again. Jonathan, these guys are also very close together.
Yeah, it's like Chris Moses, John Saunders, Jeffrey, Jonathan. They are. We have 5 cars back to back.
They are such high-speed corners, aren't they? You know, all the corners are such high speed, and then
100%.
yeah, you can get some momentum going in, but the guy ahead just can't make it stick. You know, they're already going so fast. Yeah, it takes a mistake. Somebody hitting a sausage, going a little wide. And there's going to be there'll be some mistakes probably. Everybody's pressuring everybody else. There's Jonathan taking a peek. Not much happening there.
Yeah, that's for sure. People will get track warning for sure as well.
Let's just go a little bit back here. Santos on the closest. So yes, did or didn't the Audis go? Oh, there it comes. Oh, he tried to take a look on the outside. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But he sure is pressuring. Oh, they're both working there.
That's very close.
Yeah, that's pretty close. Well, yeah, he's got momentum coming into the corner, but couldn't hold it. See how they do in terms of. I always like to see the cockpits, to see if the car ahead pulls away, and there the Audi's pulling away. Now, a big story this week was whether or not the Audi got bought and whether it made any difference.
You know, a few cars did, so it's difficult to know. But once again, you know, they can do that still. Some drivers will extract better time than others from the same car. Yeah, you can see the McLaren is looking for ground on the Audi on some parts of the circuit, and then the Audi is going to pull away. So
there's these 5 cars. Everybody just waiting for a mistake here, and one mistake from somebody could lose in 5 positions.
100%, yes.
And here too, these 3 are all within a third of a second. So just going up, you can see Fabio is up by 3 seconds already. See what his lap time are. He's got fastest lap at 1:44, but oddly enough, he only has one best sector. He's got sector 2 fastest by like a second, and yeah. Saunders has sector 1 is the fastest, and Moses has sector 3 fastest. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
Where was I? There was somebody close there. This guy. There we go. Penny, probably the closest on the track right now.
Well, it's like yesterday, Billy kind of dominated the field right from the get-go. We opened the gap, and no one was able to join him.
Here's the McLaren's going to take a peek. Here we go. Let's see what happens here. Ferrari's a little bit different. Go ahead.
I just wanted to wish Billy John, congratulations for winning that race yesterday.
Trying everything. He's going to go wide. Oh, this might have. Jonathan's trying to. Well, the wing cam here. Jonathan tried to make a move on that. He went a little bit wide. He's going a little bit wide again. That McLaren, he's looking for every little advantage going. But trying a little bit too hard might affect his times, and Jonathan might just take advantage of it.
Yeah, anything can happen in that group. There's another group of 3 cars with Kenny, Derek Bird, and Jerry Santos. Something must have happened to the Fossi. Okay, he was passed by Santos, Tony Whitman.
Oh yeah. Whitman was in 3rd place, yeah. Or last place, I mean.
Yeah, and now the Fossi is attacking Tony Whitman, so. Yesterday, actually, I lost. Oh, there was a contact there between Fossi and Tony Whitman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
go back here and try and find it.
Before she is waiting. Yeah, he's waiting for Tony to go. Okay.
Oh, looks like it's going to happen behind
Well done.
behind the
Well done.
sign. Oh well, we didn't get that one. Camera wasn't in a very good spot there.
So Carlo now is putting pressure on Jonathan Wood.
Yes, Jonathan lost a little bit there.
Yeah.
And up ahead, Saunders is all over Moses.
I don't know if you can do something, but apparently my voice is difficult to hear.
Okay, I'll try and boost you up a little bit. As high as I can at the moment. See how it goes.
So Kenny is all over the place, and now Derek Bird is trying to take advantage of that. They're both of them are behind Paolo and pressuring that Ferrari. Let's see where that leads. John Saunders is attacking Chris Moses as well. I mean, lots of battles on the track.
Vanderbilt not that far behind. He's just sitting here waiting for something to happen between these two.
Right. In the meantime, 5 years.
This is showing how hard it is to pass. We've been following each other for quite a while.
5 years.
Look at this.
Totally.
And now Bird, Jonathan's right behind these two also.
Yes.
Yeah, so these battles are causing it to accordion up a little bit. So we got 5 cars more. We'll go back to Vanderbilt. Carlo's here. There's the screen. He can make a spot or two. Depending on what happens. Let's just see what kind of. Oh yeah, I saw what you saw.
Yeah.
I was just going to take a look at what we've got in terms of manufacturers here. So we got Aston Martin on the Ferrari.
Yeah, the race there, P2, P3, 4, 5, and 6. It's absolutely amazing to see those cars. They're really following each other. And yes, whoever makes a mistake will be taken out of that one, that's for sure.
Look at that, all 4 cars. Look at that. Somebody trying to make a move. That was Jonathan trying to do a bit of a move. Followed him there.
Yeah, you have to really be careful what you're going to do there, because wrong move and you will lose lots of positions.
And everybody's pushing so hard, they're getting awfully close to the curbs and sausages, that's for sure. How is Jeremy's mic now? I turned it up a little bit.
Does the sound better now, gentlemen?
I'm saying turn the engine volume down a little bit. I can do that.
So we have our sound engineers offline. Ollie and Peter. Thank you for your feedback, gentlemen.
Derek.
Yeah, we have, that Paolo, Kenny, and Derek Bird is now. The battle is pretty intense as well.
Flames coming out of the Aston Martin.
Yeah.
McLaren, I should say.
You know what's interesting is that these guys are playing with lots of points. They're only 13 today, but it's going to pay off anyway. Whatever position you're in, you're going to get lots of points, and that's gonna play later into the championship. And remember, this championship is fairly long. It's only the 3rd race out of 10, so ways to go.
Yeah, we're only 23 minutes in, and we've lots of action so far. Let's go back to the...
Yes.
This is stretched out a little bit. Back there, it's still right on Kenny's tail. And he's not very far behind Paolo either. A little bit wide. Derek sees a tiny bit of daylight, but couldn't take advantage. And McLaren seems to pull away from the Porsche, though.
Yeah, well, it depends on which part of the circuit. I mean, each car has a little plus or minus in different parts of the circuit. That Porsche is, once again, look at what Piper is doing. You know, but Derek is a very cautious driver as well, so he's not going to take risks, that's for sure. So still, those guys are battling. John Saunders, Chris Moses, Jeffrey, Jonathan, Carlo. Merch is not too far behind. Actually, Merch is doing almost racing alone there.
Yeah.
And the same battle with Paolo, Kenny, and Derek Bird still going on.
Yeah. John just makes up sometime. We're about even on any straight portion.
Oh,
there's something to hold. Let's go back.
Yeah.
Go back and see
Kenny
what happened
lost
there.
the car, and Derek bumped into him. Fortunately, he was able to pull out of it, but
Here comes.
lost.
It's on replay now.
He just lost the car on his own. Yeah.
Derek, I'm sure.
Derek was very lucky there. He was very lucky.
So that broke up that pairing.
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't take much, does it?
Nope.
It's amazing how Derek pulled out of it.
Yeah. That was a hard hit.
Yeah.
Here's our closest three cars. Seems like John is just sitting back waiting for something to happen to those other two guys. They're very close.
Yeah, you have to play a waiting game at one point. I mean, you know, it's very difficult. I mean, you know, unless you're half a second faster than the guy in front of you, you won't be able to make much of an impression on him.
The Martin seemed like on that straight, made up the gap a little bit. I find it interesting to watch the speed of the individual cars.
I tell you, that battle between Chris Moses, John Sanders, Jeffrey is really intense now. Jonathan has dropped a little bit behind, but he has Carlo right behind him.
Yeah, there's Carlos right behind him. They're actually catching up to the group again.
Yes.
Oh, he's really working the wheel hard. That Merc. He's the Mercedes today.
Yeah, he's the only one actually driving the Mercedes in the whole league. I don't know anyone else using that Mercedes. Yeah.
For a bit. Nice to see the deliveries.
Aaron says that the in-car volume is too high.
It's too high. I'll just turn the whole volume
Yeah, so John Saunders is now is getting closer to Chris. Let's see what happens with that one. In the meantime, Fabio is still building his lead gap there. So he was. Oof, that's very close with John Saunders and Chris Moses. Yeah, he showed he had a strong pace in quali, almost half a second. That's considerable during the race if you can open the gap, and he is. He was not escaping that far in the first couple of races, but here is completely dominated.
The closest other battle we got is 11th and 10th here. Maybe not that much further for the
Rogerio and Derek Bird. Carlo and Jonathan Wood now are back.
Hit the
The
pack,
pack
yeah.
of five, yeah. The pack of five.
Like Moses went wide there last corner.
But he's being pressured by John Saunders. Now the thing is, it's a head game here.
Yeah, it is. Who's going to blink first?
Yeah, that's it. And also how much importance you give to the car in the mirror. You know, so you have to concentrate. And oof, that was very close. You have to concentrate and always look ahead, knowing that someone is pressuring you in the back. It's not easy to race that way.
Trying to get ahead here.
These five cars have been together almost for the last 20 minutes. It's like,
Yeah.
I think they're going to battle that way in the end because no one is going to catch Wagner, that's for sure, unless something major happens.
Saunders is trying again. It was interesting to watch yesterday's race because there was a few long battles like this, and you wondered whether or not the guys, for example, whether Moses is holding up the pack a little bit. If guys behind had clear track, whether they'd get better pace. But very rarely was it the case. However, there's a couple of times it took about 20 or a few laps to get ahead. But most of the time, you just got ahead and they stayed exactly with the same pairings. John and Jeff fell back a little bit there. Just settling into a pacer, and they're going to make it happen in the last two laps, Jeremy.
I wouldn't be surprised. So wait a second, Carlo, something happened to Carlo because he's now 3 seconds behind Jonathan. He must have made a mistake somewhere.
Yeah, there's only 4 cars left here now.
And Kenny,
Moses went wide there. He's had a little bit of wheel spin on the exit. Let's see if Saunders took advantage. Not very much, really.
Yeah, I think he feels the pressure from John. No doubt about that.
I mean, you're almost drifting through some of these corners, so it doesn't take very much to... He's wobbling a little bit there. A quick peek in the cockpit. I know it's too loud, but let's watch it play out. John just straddles that sausage. Look at that. He's drifting a little bit more than he usually is.
Yeah.
Feeling the pressure.
Yeah, the thing is, I wonder if someone like Chris Moses modulates the TC during the race. I know a few drivers do that.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Yeah, so it can help.
I do it, sometimes I do it corner to corner.
Yeah, well, that's it. That can play.
Here, for example, in the last corner, I was always over-rotating, so I'd increase the TC by 2 on this corner and then drop it back down on the straight.
There you go.
I was watching the F1 race. I think it might have been Stroll during the qualifying lap, a hot qualifying lap. He's taking one hand off the wheel and dialing a dial down to 2 points.
Yes,
I couldn't believe that. Yeah, these guys are spread out a little bit, not pressuring each other that much. The only other battle right now is down here for 11th and 10th, and it's been going on for quite a while also. These 2 guys have been able to make inroads. And actually, absolute back of the pack is a little bit close also. So anyway, we'll watch those, we'll see what happens. Oh, wait a second, something happened here. Santos must have made a mistake because all of a sudden he's right up on him. Watch it for a few seconds. Near podium race up ahead.
Yes, Kenny.
Two
McLarens.
McLarens. I always get those two mixed up when I look at their symbols. You can see it on the bumper here. You can see McLaren when the sun shines. It says McLaren on there. Something happened here, Randy.
Yeah. So John Saunders is really pressuring Chris Moses. Let's see if it will pay off, but definitely.
Moses seems to be going wide. Maybe his tires are going off a little bit. We're halfway through the race. It's a little early. He seems to be drifting wide through the corners.
Yeah, maybe it's the way the Ferrari drives. I don't know. It's difficult to say.
Ferrari is such a different car from the rest of them, and maybe
it's
tougher on the tires.
In the meantime, those guys are opened the gap now with Jeffrey and Jonathan.
Yeah.
Ooh, and see how John came back on Chris Moses, but just in one turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Aston has a different handling than the Ferrari, that's for sure.
Just go into Chris's cockpit for a second and see how hard he's working his wheel. Smooth around this corner. Smooth there. Very smooth around these corners.
Yes.
Guess he's just taking what the track's going to give him. He's not correcting too much. He goes wide, so be it. If anybody's going to get any track penalties today, I don't see too many people going very wide.
Yeah, unfortunately, we cannot see that happening, but I'm sure a couple got warnings.
Well, Chris is very smooth, very smooth. Saunders has to be in so easy to over-rotate on that corner.
Yeah,
Very careful.
That's right.
Whoa! Gave that a try. Gave that a try.
The braking points are different for this.
Yes.
So you can see that very clearly. So it looks like the gap now between Chris Moses and Fabio has stabilized. But we're halfway through the race. Maybe something can happen. I don't know. Let's see. Oof. Yeah, see, Chris went a little wide, but it doesn't matter. He still manages to stay ahead.
This is interesting. Carlos has the fastest first sector by quite a bit, by a tenth of a second. It's kind of cool.
There you go.
Over Fabio.
Yeah, see, Carlo is racing along, Birch is racing along. Paolo managed to open the gap with Derek Bird now. And Rogerio Santos is chased by Kenny Finslow. So...
Yeah, there's a bit of a gap between these four, but Jonathan looked like he tried to make a move on that one and lost because he outbroke himself a little bit.
Yeah, so see, I'm checking the gap between Fabio and Chris is stable for now, which means that Fabio is not pulling away anymore. Maybe he's just taking it easy now.
His last lap was 1:45.2, whereas the other guys are 1:45.7, 1:45.6. So he's not sitting back too much.
Yeah, Giovanni lost the car. I don't know if he's going to keep on driving or not. I think he's having issues with the audio on this track. Actually, it's the first time he comes back to GT3 with that car, so yeah, it looks like he has steering issues there. Yeah, he's going to the pits, I believe. Yeah, he's going into the pits. Yeah, he's definitely struggling with the steering of the car, so I think it damaged the car, unfortunately.
There's birds caught up a little bit to Holland.
Yes.
Somebody else for a change. Powell, I didn't notice the gap was before.
Yeah, he's getting closer, that's for sure. And Kenny is still applying pressure on Rogerio, no doubt. John Saunders is still pressuring Chris Lopez.
Yeah. Probably a little wide there. A little bit of wiggles on this corner. The Ferrari should take off from the Porsche Hills. Just watch the gap as they go down the street. No, Derek's holding his own. Must have a great exit.
Yeah.
It should actually be good on the corner here too. Saunders is still at it. He's just sticking with him like glue, isn't he?
He is. I believe he's slightly faster, but that's
there's
not.
He went a little slide. He went a little slide there.
I saw that. Yeah, those
slid
two
again.
are having fun. Those two are having fun.
Yeah, his Moses' back end is definitely looser than it was. 19 minutes left in the race. He's losing his tires. He's got a long way to go yet.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Jeff is caught up to these guys, but
And Derek Bird is right behind Paolo right now.
there he goes. Let's go. Why does Paolo's car have a flashing red light on the bottom of his bumper there? If anybody's going to pass somebody, it might be this one. That's a good exit.
Yes, it does.
The Ferrari can hold his own on the straight, that's for sure.
Yeah, but Paolo is doing good. Paolo is able to hold him.
Holding off that pressure, that's for sure. His back end is not quite as wobbly as... Oh, something happened up here. We go back. Oh, Moses went wide.
Yes, John Saunders, yeah.
Oh, careful. Oh, no, they touched.
Oh, we had a change here, a major change here.
Huge change. Look at that.
What
Top.
happened?
So there was a you'll see it in a second on the stream.
Wow. Okay, so a major change here. Two cars. So did they
Yeah, they touched.
was there? They touched?
Yeah.
Ah, that's
You'll see it on the stream in a second. So the second and third went to fourth and fifth, and now fourth and fifth are second and third.
Yeah, I see what happened.
But they're all still in the game.
Yes, they're also in the game. That's unfortunate though. Okay. So here we have it. So
Now these two guys who've been battling it, they're going to be battling
so
for...
now the battle is going to be even now. Okay, so we have now Fabio followed by Jeffrey, Jonathan Wood, Chris Moses, John Sanders, and Carlo is back into the race there. He's like only a second off
Yep.
John Sanders.
The guy who benefited from all that is Fabio. He's up 5 seconds. They lost 5 seconds in that little kerfuffle. Use that word. That'll confuse some of the Europeans. A kerfuffle. So now this is our 4-pack right here. Same 4 cars, just different order.
Exactly.
And that's behind. You can see Carlo is moving up some time behind. They're all nicely spaced here, so I'm going to sneak off to this battle again. It's still there, still heating up. And the other one is, will there be a move here? Yes, it is. Oh, that is a beautiful pass. He just left a little bit of room, and Kenny just went right through it. Beautiful pass.
Very nice.
Derek is still here. Let's see if we can see another nice pass. Oh, that Ferrari ahead there is getting loose again, just like Moses' Ferrari was. Oh, they hit the sausage pretty hard there too. And Derek is as smooth as silk as usual. That Ferrari can really take off. Look at that, he got a great exit. Got some gap.
So now what happened at the front? It gave wings to OC. Yeah, I believe Chris Moses is definitely struggling with tire issues. Yeah, he's struggling. Because Jeffrey now is taking off and Jonathan close behind him. Those two guys have found the second win, that's for sure.
Whoa!
That was very close. Carlo, John Saunders, Chris Moses.
Oh, yeah, that was a close one.
Yeah, Chris has struggling with his car, that's for sure.
Carlos benefited from that a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saunders couldn't take advantage. He was just trying not to hit him.
That's it.
Let's just take a quick peek at Carlos's action in the cockpit. He was so smooth before. See, now he's working it hard. Way more than he was about 5 or 10 minutes ago when we watched him in the cockpit last time.
Yeah, Carlo is a very experienced driver. He's always been in control of the cars he's driving.
Oh, Derek's looking like he's making a move here.
Oh, yeah.
He's
he's
hard.
getting closer and closer. Yes, he is. I believe he will end up passing. The thing is that he's a gentleman racer, so he's not going to take any risks, useless risks trying to dive inside the turn or anything. He's going to wait for the best time to pass the car. And it's not easy to find that on this track.
No. He doesn't seem to have the pace to do it here.
No, that's it.
Just watch to see if the Ferrari pulls away. Yeah, see it's pulling away a little bit. But then into the corner he'll catch up. Carlos is right on Juan's tail. So we're going to have a battle with the right tail, right?
Absolutely. Well, we saw a big change at the front there now. Oh!
What happened? Oh, bird.
Eric came in contact with Paulo Nove.
All right, I'm going to go back on the replay.
Now they've lost 2 positions. Okay.
We're going to watch it here on the replay.
That's unfortunate. Okay. Yeah.
There was a small opening there, but he couldn't make it stick, that's for sure.
No. Yeah, I think that was a breaking.
Paulo went and had a little wiggle there, and Derek tried to take advantage of it.
Well, the good news is that they're both back on track, but they lost a couple of positions right there.
Oh yeah, they lost positions too. Oh, Santos.
Oh yeah.
Santos and Kenny both profited from that. So
Yeah, so
Santos is
lots
now
of
going for 8th.
yeah,
Still
lots
can't.
of points. I
Yeah.
see lots of points in switches here. I mean,
As we said at the beginning, it's going to take mistakes to be able to change position. That's
absolutely.
exactly what's been happening. Luckily,
But
nobody's been out of the race on one of these incidents.
no,
Moses is just hanging on, isn't he?
yes, Moses is. I think he's gaining back control of his car. I thought his tires were going, but it seems to have stabilized the issue. But he
Yeah.
still has John behind him. The only thing is when you're involved in a contact, after that you drive differently. You don't want to get in two incidents in a row.
Or you get aggressive because you want to make it back up again.
Yeah.
I've seen that. Both drivers kind of get a little out of sorts and lose their
Overheated.
yeah. These two are still at it. This pack is still pretty tight. Any mistakes are going to cause changes in the standings for sure. Fabio.
That's for sure. Yes, absolutely. Fabio is going to take a serious lead in the championship now with this victory.
That's true.
But like I said, it's only round 3 out of 10, so way to go. We still have a lot of races to go.
Jonathan.
So John Saunders is not giving it up. It's like he's still applying pressure.
One who's going to jump up in the standings here is going to be Jeff Vanderbilt.
Yes,
in 8th place right now, so yeah, he's in 2nd place. That's good, and Jonathan's in 2nd place, so he'll maintain his position. But yeah, Carlos is going to climb. Ooh, that was a nice pull.
John Saunders is so close again. Caro is not far behind, so if those two were to come into contact, I mean that will cost them dearly.
I just hope near the end of the race people don't get too aggressive there on the last few laps just because they're so close together, you know.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think these are good drivers. I mean, what I mean by that is that if you run a championship, I mean, you have to think points at one. And yeah, like yesterday, something happened to me during the race where we were behind the back marker, and I was overcautious and I got passed. So I lifted, and I lost a place, even 2 positions. But hey, that's the way it is. Yeah, it's the second time that happens to me. I slow down because I have a driver under blue flag who's not really moving aside, and someone behind me takes advantage of the situation and passes me and the back marker. So I'm doing something wrong somewhere.
I pulled right. I actually stopped on the track at one point to let 4 or 5 guys go by yesterday.
Really?
I don't know if that's the right. I stopped in a good spot, but I don't know if that's the right thing to do. But that's what I did. Sanders is pushing hard.
Well, one thing we don't have in this race is any blue flags. That's for sure.
True. Yeah, that's for sure.
And Fabio is like 18 seconds ahead. Completely dominated this race. So it looks like we have our podium, and Jonathan Wood now is really threatening Jeffrey. So yeah, they're fighting hard for the positions on the podium, these guys.
BMW might be easier on the tires, maybe. I noticed I didn't see any degradation when I
Look how close Jonathan is to Jeffrey right now. Those guys are really battling hard. And wait a second, John Saunders passed Chris Moses. And yeah, and Carlo now is attacking Chris Moses.
Oh.
So something happened there.
Go back too far. Go back 60 seconds to see what happened. So few passes, might as well watch one. Oh, that's a nice pass. But on the inside,
Yeah.
pushed him over a little bit, but not too much. That was a good pass. That's probably the best pass we've seen today in terms of an actual pass, racing pass.
I agree.
And not a mistake pass. It'll take a while to catch back up here with real time. I want to make sure I got it. Coming back 60 seconds. I'm glad you noticed that. 22 sets of eyes.
Yes, exactly.
I don't have a control room behind me watching the race with 15 monitors and switching it. Just me. I'm not sure if
Yeah, Chris Moses had a terrific race, but I think the Ferrari or his tires are not holding. Are not holding though. And John Saunders is coming back strong now.
Yeah, there's.
But I don't think he has enough time to catch.
2.5 seconds. 2.5 seconds to make up.
Yeah,
Last
I
few laps
don't
here.
think. Yeah, that's going to be very difficult to make that gap with 4 minutes left to race.
We've actually got.
But
This will be the one here for second place. It's going to be the exciting one. The only other battle on the track is for 10th and 11th.
yeah,
This one's for the big points.
yeah, I think we have a warning there. I don't think anything major will change. I think we have the top 3 here.
What about driver of the day?
Well, it has to be Mr. Fabio Bardini again. Totally dominated quali and the race.
It's not giving second place up just yet.
No, he's not.
Giving up just yet. Battle was pretty close too. They've been at it all day in this position, so they're gonna get excited in the end. Oh, Jonathan's taking a peek.
Yeah, it's very close. He has to be very careful what he's doing now to the end because
He's working hard. A little wheel spin there, I think. Braking point here. He brakes late.
see, John Saunders is gaining. He's gaining on them. 2 minutes.
Yeah, he got a
So
second.
maybe he can join in that fight. He's getting closer all the time. That's incredible. See, he was definitely there.
Yeah, he was 2.7 seconds behind last time I looked. He's down to 2.
Yeah.
He's got 2 laps.
Yeah. That's not
These
enough
two,
time.
if these two guys battle, he might be able to make up some time.
That's the idea, yes.
Jeff had a little bit of a trouble with that chicane, so Jonathan is up.
Yeah, Jonathan is really getting dangerously close to Jeffrey there. It's Because if those two collide, I mean, no one is gonna be happy there. And here comes John Saunders right behind. Nice.
Last lap. Leaders on the final
Okay,
lap.
that's it.
If they cross the finish line, it'll be one more lap. Whoa! A little bit of a breaking point issue there for Jeff, I think.
Yeah. Last lap.
Falling so close you can't take advantage of it because you have to brake also.
Regardless, those guys are scoring important points in the championship, and that's the bottom line.
And look at that, Carl's right up behind them. Saunders is right up behind them.
Yeah. Jeffrey's
There he is.
definitely adding there.
That's what he's looking at. He's ready to pounce if anybody makes a little mistake.
That is intense.
Jonathan going for second for sure.
Yeah.
Totally different breaking
And
points.
here's John Saunders right behind them. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, Fabio is gonna cross the finish line very soon, but the real battle is here for 2-3 for the podium.
And Carlos is
And
right
John
there too. Look at this. Look at this.
John Saunders is right behind now. Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's the fight for the podium right there. And Fabio is gonna cross the finish line any seconds now. And he wins this race. Beautifully done by Fabio. Very well done. And now, okay, I believe Jeffrey, Jonathan,
I think it's going to finish this way. Everybody's not going to make too many.
Yeah,
We're going to try in the last
exactly.
corner. There we go. There's our podium. Lombardini,
Very
Vandervoort,
nice.
and Wood. And
Very
everybody
nice.
on the stream, if you stick around, we might be having an interview with the podium. So stick around on the
Yes.
stick around on the stream and listen for a short interview with Santos. And these guys are coming around the last corner. That's going to
That
finish
was a
this
very
way. And Derek is close. Still something could happen here. 10th and 11th. I think it's going to finish this way also.
Yes, definitely. Kenny, P8, Joe Santos, B9, Powell, 10, Derek, 11, Tony Whitten, 12.
And there is our race, folks. As predicted, it was very difficult for people to pass. And
Absolutely.
Fabio had a great race, just lap after lap. There is Fabio right there. So let's see if these guys are going to jump on,
Anyone from the podium join
us in Discord. We mentioned which one we wanted them at.
We said free channel 1, is that it?
Yeah. You see, I'm going to just jump in here because see if any of those three guys are in the pre-race meeting chat. No, it doesn't look like they are. Vandervoort is. Hey, Jeff? Oop, I didn't join here. Oh, it looks like, actually, would you go over to that channel? Because I'll be switching and then it won't be if you go over to that channel.
Let's go.
We've just replaced Peter with
Jeffrey, you guys are on live on the stream here. Jeffrey, could you join us for a short interview in Free Channel 1, please?
Great race, gentlemen.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, great race that was. Oh.
So I think Mike wants to do. Mike, you're there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. Oh well, let's just. I don't see anybody in the Free Channel. Oh, there's one. Okay, Jeffrey
Fabio
just moved
gone?
over.
Oh, Jeffrey went to channel 1. Okay.
Yeah, he's down there.
Okay, I'm gonna switch into there. Hello, Jeffrey.
Mike.
How are you? That was an exciting race, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was doing everything I could to keep Jonathan behind me.
Yeah, you were, and knew about what 3 laps before the end. There was that change in position where 2 and 3 became 4 and 5, and you guys became 2 and 3. That was something.
Yeah, we lucked out there, didn't we?
Yeah. It's good to see that you all actually, you know, that although it was an incident, you all were able to hang in there and then stay in the same grouping, really.
Yeah, well, the funny thing about that, Mike, is that I thought Jeffrey would just like walk away after that, but I managed to hang on to him somehow, and we pulled away from John and Chris as well.
Yeah,
Which was kind of crazy.
Yeah, that was a great race to watch, you guys. It was amazing. I know
We were both white knuckling it.
Chris seemed to have yeah, as I can imagine. Need a shower, you guys, after this one.
Yeah, so I believe you found somehow a second wind after there was that incident right ahead of you guys where it was John Saunders, I believe, who came in contact with Chris Moses, right? And after that, you and Jeffrey just took over and took it to the end. Did you feel that was a major turn in the race?
Well, yeah. I mean, for me, getting onto the podium. Jeffrey, what do you think, man? That was my heart rate went up when they came together, but I kind of saw it coming.
Oh yeah, I was glad that we had the escape route there. I mean, we had that whole patch of asphalt to go through.
Yeah, you had a nice escape route. It looked like Moses was having some issues with his tires there in the last quarter of the race. He was going wide a lot.
My front left was the whole race. It was 27.5, like perfect. But then towards the latter part of the race, it went up to 28. And I was trying to manage it.
Yeah.
Couldn't really do it though. I mean, I was just going as hard as I could. Otherwise, I'd have faded.
So Jeffrey, did you feel threatened by Jonathan? Did you feel you could handle him to the end, or you had to fight hard?
No, I was doing everything I could to keep him back there.
Well, you did a great job. You did a great
thanks.
job.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
But I saw Jonathan was really pressuring you in the last couple of laps, and it was very close racing from you two. That was really beautiful to watch.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he was putting into it.
So check it out. So in practice, and Jeffrey was watching this in practice, I overtook Nifosi on one of those fast right-handers, and it was like, I don't know, it was an accidental overtake on my part because he'd kind of lifted a little bit, but I almost got Jeffrey at that same part of the track, but he saw it coming. So he had seen that already, so he knew how to block me. So good job for Jeffrey.
Well, you know, all through the race, we only saw 2 passes that were kind of racing passes as opposed to someone making a small mistake. Yeah. Definitely a tough track to pass on, isn't it?
So hard, yeah.
It's not a racing circuit. It's just a circuit. I mean, I was trying to treat it like a go-kart track. I was watching Jeffrey's lines, and I was trying to take shorter lines than he was, so to make the corners just a little bit shorter, so I could get a little bit closer.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of a go-kart track. I mean, it's almost impossible to pass. The fact is, you guys gathered major points today in the championship. I believe there will be more drivers next week on the track, but this was really very intense racing from the get-go. Thanks to you guys being so close, that was a great show.
Yeah.
Too
Jeff,
bad.
You're Jeff. You're really going to jump up in the standings there because you were in 6th place, I believe.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So that's going to help. And Jonathan, you'll be firmly in 2nd now.
Yeah. Well, roll on. Was it Misano next?
Yes.
Misano is next. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's my second least favorite track.
Oh, good.
That is my least favorite.
All right, we'll be looking for somebody else on the podium next week then.
That's it.
All right, guys, thanks
so
a lot
much,
for
guys.
the interview, and we'll try and do this with the race afterwards every time.
Okay, thanks,
Cheers, you guys.
Thank you. Great race.
Okay, great race, everybody. Okay, we're going to sign off here now. Everybody, see you next week. Bye, Jeremy.
Bye, everyone.